Boyhood Dream has come true for Shawn Michaels.
Hello and welcome back to another episode from the Critics Collective. I'm the Dad Panther, writing streamer, content creator, master of none, and I'm going to paint a vivid sports, or some will say sport entertainment moment right now. Now, I don't want you to turn away, so I'm just going to say hit the subscribe button, like, follow, comment, all that stuff. Check us out for 3 minutes, just 3 minutes. See if we got the jam, and let us know in the comments what you're watching or what we should be watching. Now, with that being said, we're going to go ringside. All right. I want you to close your eyes as we sit and go to a different place that we've never been before. And I'm honored to, I guess, be the first to do this and get a chance to pick the first one. I'm going to say is the focal point moving forward. It's not the focal point moving forward, but it's my favorite guy. So we'll just get into it. So again, we're ringside. Close your eyes and just think. Just use your imagination. Picture there's a crowd. They're chanting, they're screaming. You really can't hear what's going on, but something's going on. And then you hear Vincent Kennedy's McMahon's voice come over the announcement of he's grabbing the top rope. He's got one leg in the air and he slams it down on the canvas. He lifts it again. He slams it down, and it's a rhythm, and the rhythm is getting faster, and you can hear the fans. They're chanting and they're clapping down to that same rhythm as it gets faster. Bret the Hitman Hart is rising to his feet. He doesn't know. Oh my gosh, sweet chin music. The Hitman is down. Shawn Michaels falls on him. 1, 2, 3, Earl. It's the count. That's it. The Intercontinental Championship. Shawn, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, has won the Intercontinental Championship from Bret the Hitman Hart. And as Shawn sits there with the belt in his arms as he cries over it, a boyhood dream comes true. A boyhood dream comes true. And it's something like that. I can't guarantee word for word, but it's something like that. And as the 3 count happened, the wrestling world was probably changed. And the reason why I say that, as a big wrestling fan, more now casual than anything else, but as a big wrestling fan, especially growing up as an 80s baby, wrestling landscape changed that night. And it continued to change, almost like chipping at some fine granite, building something that is going to be here forever. It changed because the old school way of wrestling was the national disasters, the Quakes and the Typhoons, the Hulk Hogan's, the Andre the Giant, the Big Daddy Cool Diesel, Psycho Sid, The Undertaker, Yokozuna. I can go all day with this. You had bigger, beefier guys, and those were the ones that led the WWE. Those are the ones that carry the championship in the matches. The smaller guys just didn't get the recognition they deserved. The 1, 2, 3 kids, Bret the Hitman Hart, Shawn Michaels, just to name a few. But that all changed because Bret the Hitman Hart, as well as Shawn Michaels and so many others, showcased that you didn't have to be the big guy, and you could still entertain the fans. And more importantly, you can become champions and carry this on your back. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and review technically it's 2004 that this came out. It's called WWE Shawn Michaels, A Boyhood Dream. Came out in 2004. Originally, this was actually, I think, in the late 90s. It was part of a Coliseum DVD pack. And what they did is they remastered it, but they really didn't. All they did was take out anybody that said the WWE. I'm not going to say it for legal reasons because it's now the WWE for obvious reasons. That was it. All the interviews and everything else was the same. Now, for this, there is no first impressions. Like, I didn't know. I just put in the VHS or DVD, whatever the hell was at the time, watched it, and I'm sure I enjoyed it. I had to watch it now. I won't say there were legal reasons, but I went ahead and watched it now just to see if it still felt the same way. And sadly, it doesn't. It's not his fault. Time changes things, and his career continued. And this barely scratched the surface for obvious reasons. I would recommend checking out Mr. WrestleMania. It's a 3-disc set. It goes into more detailed matches, but it's still not the best because there's just so much that this person has done over the years in professional wrestling. Even now, being a writer, producer, booker for the WWE, NXT, and certain matches and call-ups that this person has done. So for Shawn the is but to say the Hitman for Shawn and his rivalry with Bret the Hitman Hart, it is not really showcased in this, and understandably so. Him coming back and having a resurgent of his career, and the more parallels in his personal life are not on this. You would get a better look, and I'll see if I can review it. I think it was called The Heartbreak and Triumph. It came out 3 years later, and that is a way better documentary than this one. My lows for this is just like I said before, it just scratches the surface. It's a remaster, remake type of thing, and it doesn't show the personal side of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Now, there is a book that came out as well where I think he's climbing a ladder and he's reaching up, metaphorically reaching up to God. Again, the parallels in his life after he gave his life to Christ, and made changes that came after not finding his smile, possible drug addiction, his personal life with the ladies. And sometimes it's not a sunny day. If you get it, you get it. The pros I would say about this is it's Shawn Michaels, and you get a chance to see more matches and get a chance to see wrestlers talk about him. But when they do, they kind of talk about him in the sense where kayfabe is there, and what basically the wrestlers still being the wrestlers. When you look at the newer one, and especially some of the brand new documentaries and podcasts and stuff that comes from the WWE universe, you see that that wall really gets knocked down, and they kind of amends and come together. But we're going to go ahead and rate this. Now, our rating system goes from 0 to 5. Now, put in the comments who your favorite wrestler is. Put in your comments what you think this documentary would be. I mean, when you watched it, I mean, I'm not going to say where you can go to watch it, but you can also buy it on Amazon. I think it's less than $20 on DVD if that's your jam. So it's something new that we're doing. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll work to try to give you more. Now, to say more, I just want to say more subscribers isn't a bad thing as we take it off on the road to a million. I'm just going to lofty goals. I guess that's my boyhood dream. Like I said before, Lingo is always like, why do you say stuff and promise it and then do it? And then we got to go research it and then go do it. I'm going to do it again. If this video gets 100 likes, okay, 100 likes, I'm going to buy a WWE replica belt. Now I have one. I don't know where the other one is, but I have not, it's not the biggest, but it's not the size that matters. Anyways, I would buy the Wing WWE Championship belt, the black one, of course, and I will showcase it. And when my wife says, "Why did you make that purchase?" I'm gonna say because the Critics Collective fans and our community, they said I need it. They said I deserve it, and by golly, I think I do. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna rate this. It's gonna be a shock to you. I'm gonna rate this a 2. It has nothing to do with the superstar at all. It has nothing to do with the matches that are on there. It's just the execution of what it is. Watching it, it is just so much better. Like I said, there's another documentary. I may come back and do that one, but it doesn't even scratch the surface on Bret the Hitman Hart and how they and the debacle that was in Canada and the day and the screw job that everybody talks about. Point blank, I would still recommend watching it, but I would watch the other one that I mentioned. So you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here, and I greatly appreciate that. From one heartbreak kid to another. Kalika out.